Hello, family. Very good morning. Here talking from London. I just want to make a little post. I have a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, who asked me some things about the close protection, about driving and things like that. I just want to mention that I made this one on my free will. I don't give names or anything due to obviously Data Protection Act and all the regulations and laws and all that stuff. And what I do is according to my experience. So I hope people may, share the same thoughts, or maybe some people, maybe they don't like it, they don't share the same things, maybe they want something else or something. But just I want to make sure it's clear that I do these kind of things just to help or to advise anybody who is new in the business. I have a little bit of experience. I have maybe more experience than others, and other people may have a lot more experience. But then our type of job is always a room for improvement. So we can always learn something new every day. So if you keep that one in mind, open for suggestions, open for things. Anyway, so I'll do it quick. So my friend of mine actually took a job as a driver, close protection, with experience of a police officer. He's still working for the force, but he is just a little bit uneasy on how to do a couple of things, because this is his first role on that kind of new challenge, I will say. So this is my view, and I hope you like it. So there we go. First of all, what I'm trying to say to you is that have the knowledge of your car, because you may be driving different cars. You may be driving your own car where, your car can do some things. The other car as a brand new, probably more powerful, stronger, bulletproof, no bulletproof, whatever thing, have a knowledge of your car, what your car can do. You could be a professional driver, but if you don't know how to handle a powerful car, please take it as a test ride. You go around, a couple of, trips and an emergency stop, how the brakes work, the indicators, the clutch, if it's automatic, how heavy the car is, all the pressure on the tires, all the little things that it will make you drive more smooth. Have the knowledge of your car and all the buttons, there's all technology and everything. So make sure what each button does. And when you're driving, you don't need to look for it. You just go automatically to that button. Have the knowledge of your car, especially when it's connected with your phone, navigation system, and all those sports and no sports, manual, semi-manual, there is a lot of things. So please have the knowledge of your car. Second point I will say is know your client. Yeah. If you're working for only one person or for a family member or something, make sure that, from time to time you get a little bit of a conversation, get some tips, not in one day, because the person will say, well, are you profiling me or something? No, so get information day by day by day. Slowly, what that person likes, what they doesn't like, what kind of music do they like, if they like to, listen to the news or something. Especially because our job as a driver, I will say, is to make sure that that person feels safe with you while you're driving. So obviously when you're driving, try to be as smooth as possible, and for the person not even to feel it that actually is in the car. So so make sure that where that person is, where do you picking up from, is her house, her business, his business, with more people, with less people. And obviously try to avoid as much as possible to talk about, first of all, religion, politics, and sex. This is the three main things I could say that, that person or those people in your car may feel a little bit uncomfortable. If they talk, the best thing for you to say, oh yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, no problem. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, I agree with you. You have to agree 99.9% with the client. And in an emergency situation, you are in control. So that's 1% when you said you stop, you whatever thing you're doing, you're in an emergency, we are doing this, we are doing this. You take over. But the 99%, you agree with whatever thing they say. So obviously, don't talk about those kind of things. Especially if you're driving the female as a customer, or maybe the wife or the girlfriend or the kids or something. So make sure that you don't stare at them. They will feel a little bit uncomfortable. One of the tips that I learned, especially when you're going to collect them from a party or going towards a party, yeah, you will end up looking at those girls or women or something, very sexy and all that stuff. So you have the mirror, the rear mirror in your front as a sign of respect or something. I know it's not safe, but as a sign of respect, put all the way up. So it gives them a little bit of a privacy. Obviously, you can listen to whatever thing they're saying, but you're not looking at them. So that shows a little bit more respect to them. So is okay, is easy, not a problem at all. Okay, so one of the third one is getting information. Where are you going? This is a very important thing, because you need to know, hospitals, police stations, hotels, parks, whatever thing that is safe in case of an emergency, and always find a second route. Do a little bit what we call it a recce. Make sure that you know the place where you're going, how long are you going to be there. And this is very important. When you reach in the place, make sure that before you park, it is an easy way out from there. So most of the times it's like on a straight road, means you can drive forwards. But if it's not on a straight forward, before you're parking, make sure that you reverse, and then the back of your car or the rear of your car goes to the door, and then you allow that person to come out. Because in case that something happen, that person will go back again into your car, and it will be more difficult for you to drive, fast. So then obviously reverse, stop. The place of your car will be on a freeway. That means that you can accelerate it and leave very quick and very safe. So that is one of the things that obviously you need to take in mind, when you're taking the place. There is a lot of things that we can talk about it, but this one is just a little tips where, I'm trying to give you as much information as possible. The other one will be, there will always be a situation when they will ask you, do you have a sweet? Do you have a chocolate? Do you have something? So whatever thing that you will have in your pack, make sure that you will have a set of clothes for yourself, because you will never know when you're going to get dirty. And obviously after whatever thing that you're dealing with, you change your clothes and then you are professional again. Secondly, first aid kit. You will never know, maybe for your client or for somebody else, which one, anything can happen. A mouth guard, first aid kit, plasters, bandages, whatever thing that you may need it. You never know that one day you may end up giving CPR to somebody, and obviously you will have that plastic that covers, the face of the person with yourself. Always put yourself first, even if it's your client, but obviously you are there to protect that person. So obviously CPR is one of the things that you are already trained anyway, so I don't have to explain it to you how to do it, but obviously have that shield, because you don't want to get no infection or anything. And obviously now with COVID and all those things, it makes a little bit more difficult. So please make sure that you have that kind of first aid kit. Secondly, if you're taking a couple or a person to a party or something, and then most of the times the ladies have a little bit of a problem with the clothes, so a sewing kit with a couple of different colors, a different needles or something, sewing kit and all that stuff, it's easy, something that, the person will say, oh, this broke. I cannot go back home. My party will be ruined. And then you say, no, don't worry, I have the solution. And always take credit, as whatever thing you're doing says, I'm doing it for you, I'm doing it for you. So they will remember you, and they will start liking you, and the relationship will start growing and growing and growing. So always, whatever thing that you need, make sure that you have in the back of the car everything nice, fixed, set, whatever. Try to find out the medical history of your client, because if they need insulin, if they need low high blood pressure, if they need a sweet, if they need some water with sugar, I don't need to explain it to you what to do on a first aid kit, medical situation or something, but obviously your experience, as you're already doing the job, that means that you already have it. So try it as much as possible to get the information for you to be prepared, because you may see that person like acting a little bit weird. That person has a situation, has a condition. I will not say illness, but a condition where you'll be able to support and help, especially if it's only yourself and the client, so it's nobody else in the car. So you can definitely stop there for about half an hour, get that person get better, and that person can continue with the day-to-day. But that person will remember you, that you did something. And always be polite, gentle, nice. Always ask, can I do this? Can I do that? And even if that person doesn't acknowledge, keep talking to them. That's one of the first aid things that we do anyway. Duties while you're driving. This is very important. You are the driver, but you are the close protection. You are the bodyguard. You are the person responsible for the safety of the people in your car. So actually you're doing two jobs. So make sure that you get as much information as possible, especially if you go into a meeting. Who are you meeting? Who those people are? And obviously, it's very important, privacy. Never talk about it, never things. I'm trying to do this one as quick as possible, so for you not to get bored. The other thing is, like, for example, if you arm, you're allowed to carry guns or something like that, please do not shoot inside the car on a bullet car. Bulletproof car, never shoot anything. Do not open the windows to nobody, even on the streets, beggars, even on the streets, somebody knocking the door saying, can you get me with this description or something. And sometimes the client says, oh, why you don't talk to them? I says, look, you never know who he is, so go with a big speech and all that stuff, that person can be somebody who will cause you damage. So never open the windows. Secondly is, like, if for whatever reason your car is not bulletproof, then you'll be able to shoot from inside to the outside. So in this country like the UK, we have the right hand side, obviously. So try as much as possible to put your hand on the steering wheel, which one is this side, and this hand goes on this side where your gun is. So obviously when you carry your gun, you can shoot from the bottom side, but don't get it too close to the door, just a little bit, so the bullet can just penetrate it, and shoot as many as you can and then drive off. If you can drive off before you're shooting, much better, but this is in a very extreme conditions. So please never shoot inside the car if it's a bulletproof, and do not open the doors, don't open the windows, and then just go for it. There's a lot of things, but one of the most important things I will say, be courteous to the clients. Make sure that you talk to the client, you build a relationship, because at the end of the day, this is how you make the connection, and that is how that person may give you a tip at the end. You never know. So tips is always good. That's how we get the money, that's how we pay our bills. Be charming, not too charming. Be polite, not too polite, but be a gentleman towards a female or a male or a kid or whatever thing. Establish conversation and open conversations, but never talk about religion, politics or sex, because you will disagree in one way or the other. There is few things that you may not like it. Try not to keep it inside, because you're driving, so your condition psychologically, it will reflect on how that person feels in the back of your car. The other thing as well is, like, when you're driving, make sure that you're smooth as properly. You're not in a rush. That person has all the time in the world. Go slowly with the curves. Make sure that your two hands are on the steering wheel. You have the control of the car. Anyway, so there is a lot of things that you can do, but please share this one to anybody, and if anybody wants to, like, add or something, please do so. Anyway, so this is a little bit of information for you guys. I hope you like it, and obviously this is for a new person that is starting that job, but if anybody has more questions or anything, I'm more than happy to answer it. to my experience. Obviously, as I said, people may like it, people may not like it, and obviously there will be people sharing the same thoughts, or maybe somebody else will say, oh no, you do this, you do that. So whatever comments are well appreciated, and I hope you have a good day. London is sunny today, and I hope I have a good day like yours. Thank you very much indeed, and enjoy it, like it. Have a nice day. Take care.